After graduating with my undergrads in nursing and biblical studies and community development, it really helped put feet to conceptual ideas.
Probably the best thing that the graduate program has added to me is a continued value of learning God's Word and then practically applying it to my life as a father, as a husband, as a friend, and as a leader.
Before I really started the program in full, finding myself in a lot of positions where I was giving, whether it was to my family or my children or the classes I was teaching in the academy, and having a chance to be refilled by teachers has really just, it gave me more energy to keep serving and even serving better.
It was something I look forward to, is the ability to keep learning. There was a hunger for it. Often when you're busy and full of things going on, it's hard to feel like you have time for one more thing, but I think that it gave me tools that were applicable in my day-to-day.
If an undergrad program in the Bible gave me the tools to navigate life, the grad program was we went from hand tools to power tools. So my life's full, but it doesn't feel that way. I feel prepared to look at obstacles or problems as opportunities and challenges. I know that if you step forward in faith and the Lord's going to be there with you, you can do it.
Probably the most recent impactful one was Pauline Entrepreneurialism. In that course, we discussed how it's beyond just, everyone's like, oh yeah, Paul was a tent maker. And it's that is true, but it was how he went about organizing the community, how he went about, participating with the ecclesia, how he went about ensuring, righteous labor laws were enacted for not only the Jews, but also the Gentiles. It was a very inclusive and empowering model that he had. And it challenged me and inspired me to even change the way that I did business.
Both working in healthcare and then getting to serve both here and abroad in missions, being able to remember that in every project and in everything that we're doing, that it's the people on the other side that matter the most, has changed. I'm gonna get emotional about it. It changes everything. It changes that focus, it changes our emphasis, it changes our priority, and helps, especially in this world today where I feel like our priorities are so jumbled. Even within the church, it helps remember that God's building people and God's building us.
I think I have a comfortability and a confidence knowing how to even connect those two different things, the business world and the ministerial world, in a way that allows me to be someone that is relevant and interesting, this salt of the earth experience, even in the business realm.
The Bible has a lot to say regarding leadership and regarding management and a lot of the responsibilities I carry on day to day. It helped me think through the nuances of how I'm working with the people that I'm leading and making considerations and how Jesus moved his intentional leadership with his team of disciples and how he trained them and how he organized them, and I found that it was just super beneficial.
Learning Isaiah 7 with Professor Reese, he talked about this woman having this child that she names God with us, and even though they don't have much, and even though they're living in a very tumultuous time in their society, she is committed to raising this child with God. And that changes our reality. There's a lot of women's stories in the Bible, some great, some not so great, but this woman, it's very brief, but very powerful. Every woman raising kids in every generation, no matter what's going on around you, can make that decision. God's with us, and that changes everything.
I think one of the major things that was impactful is how practical the assignments and projects are in the master's program. When you get into the day-to-day of working or leading, you get pretty busy, and sometimes having a space to step back and think and evaluate what's going on and what is working, what is not, is invaluable.
I've been to a lot of schools, nursing school, different undergrad schools. I think one of the things that has stood out for me the most as a student at the Institute, both in the undergrad program and now in the master's program, has been the relationship I've been able to develop with my professors. Their mentorship and their care and their compassion and their concern for me has stood out far beyond anything that I've experienced at any other school.
I actually was thinking about this and I was getting emotional. Marty, I don't want to cry.
In light of the spiritual person you became in the undergrad, taking a step back and now evaluating in real world, like, are you actually applying the principles that you learned? The things that you said you'd commit to in the undergrad when you actually got in the position to lead or got in the position to be where you wanted to be, are you actually now doing it?
I have a number of crossover teachers who have also been my managers or my direct co-laborers, giving me the theoretical in the classroom and then the day-to-day application of how this looks, and utilizing those tools and practices and things we're taking from the classroom and doing that, whether that's in the work field or the mission field. It's incredible.
Practically all of my classes being taught by Greg Gardner, the president of the Institute. He's just an incredible man, someone that I've learned so much from that I can't even explain it all. He's been such a great leader to me. That's predominantly been in like what you would consider traditional ministry venues, but that mentorship in those venues, it has so easily translated to my responsibilities as a leader. And without him, there's no way I would be the leader that I am today.